You also worked for HAL. So how did that transition happen?
He sent me as manager for the Sabah games, for the Junior Asian Basketball Championship, for the Senior Championship, then to Philippines also to the World Cup qualifiers. Then finally, when recently about a year and a half back, he said, Rajan, you're doing all that, why don't you do a mentorship? There is no mentorship in sport. So why don't you do? I said, okay, I'll do. So he said, there is a 1-year course by the International Basketball Federation. So it has to go through the federation. So Dr. Govindraj recommended that name. He said, he's a good athlete. So it was a 1-year certified course. It's a mentorship program for sports. So you mentor young athletes. Mentor andre, I can mentor any young players, not only in basketball, on life after sport.
Coach.
Yes,
as a life coach.
So I'm the first qualified person in basketball. Now I just finished last year the course. So now I want to help our Karnataka players and even other players, not only in sport, in other games also. Other time Mr. S.R. Bharat Soslin idru. When I was a junior, he was the manager. So he was a player himself. When he became manager, he identified. He said, you have got good talent, you should continue playing. And the team would have the regular meals, but I used to have bread and egg. So he used to tell, come, after that I'll take you, you have your proper diet, don't keep eating what you're having in camps you have. So like that. He used to organize tournament in Malaysia. So he used to ask me, players ಏನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು, what type of them? I said, see, players matches floodlights see, then you give some cash prize for the players. It'll be nice,
different kind of exposure, so they get motivated to do better.
Yes. Also, slowly we became good family friends, and he and his wife used to always guide us. And as youngsters, used to say that now you started working in HAL, you should start saving. Don't spend like all. Players in my iradella, you have to save, you have to think. So they have been a very close family friend till now also. They are good. Like he's like an elder brother to me. He's mentored me like that. You know how much they have contributed to help you to understand.
And be who you are.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So that's how the people around you are also very, very important.
ನಾನು ರಾಜನ್ ಏನು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಸಜೆಷನ್ಗಳು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀನು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀನು, ಆ ಥರ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೌರವದಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ನನಗೆ ಅವರು ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ಇನ್ನೂ ನನಗೆ ನೆನಪಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಫುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ಸು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇತ್ತು. ಒಂಥರ ಅವರು ವೆಜಿಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಫುಡ್ಡು, ಸೌತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಫುಡ್ಡು ಆ ಥರ ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಫುಡ್ ಬೇಕು, ಎಗ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಆಮ್ಲೆಟ್ಗಳು ಬೇಕು, ಚಪಾತೀಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಆವಾಗಲಿಂದಾನೇ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈ ಥರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲನೂ ನಾವು ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್.
So with success we only see the beauty and the glory part of it, but with failure you learn, you gain a lot of experience. Any one such failure, if any, that you would have encountered because of a sports injury, you could not go to a certain championship or you could not attend certain things, anything that made you learn a whole new way of approaching life and game?
See, what happens is in sports, you have success and failure, like rightly said, but you learn to take winning and losing in your stride. But there are injuries which happens in a sports life. All by God's grace, that has been, God has taken care to see that you have injuries, but you're recovered right in time. I still remember before going to Sri Lanka for the SAF games, I had a strain, and then Bangalore, the camp was going. I spoke to Prithpal Singh. I said, sir, I'm not able to come back to the best thing. What do you think? He said, still there is a week. He just took me to the doctor. I think it was Dr. Ramesh. So he said, Rajan, you don't worry about it. You'll be fit. There is still time. And 3 days before championship, still there is the stretch and you are not fully started practicing. but still the coach had the confidence because I had played many championships. He says, don't worry, it will be there. I still remember just maybe a day before the championship, I was able to do a little bit of workout and get into it. So I was able to recover. The coach was like Prithpal Singh and all, intelligent. He says, you don't need in all games. And he didn't use me in the first game. He said, you recover by the time you're second. So these all, the coaches play a major role because they know how to get the best out of you at what games.
What time.
So by the time your semis, I played, I think, half the game and anything. When I was in finals, I played the full. By the time you are recovered, so that is there. Another important aspect I would like to share is my journey after sport, you know.
Okay.
See, as a sportsman, I was very actively playing. They took me in HAL and I joined as an officer there when it was in 84. And HAL was one which supported me in such a way. They said, you're playing. For what you're joined for playing. I still remember the president, who's the executive director, told me, you just keep playing. The day you retire or you leave, then you look of working, though you're attached to department. So if I go, even in the departments, what they would do, I was like a visiting professor. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ ನೀನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ನೀನು ಕೂತ್ಕೋ, ನಿಂದು ಟೂರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳು, ಆ ಕತೆ ಹೇಳು ನಮಗೆ, ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪು, ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ. This is how the people treated me in the office.
So you have so many angels all across.
Yeah. So that's a blessing, I say. You don't get everybody.
So journey from self, from individuality towards selflessness, your life has been more purposeful, more beautiful and so very wonderful in ways more than one. ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ಇದಾಗಿತ್ತು ಈ ದಿನದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ವಿಶೇಷ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ಸಾಧನೆಯತ್ತ ಇರಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚಿತ್ತ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗೋಣ. ವಂದನೆಗಳು.